Okay, I'm going to try something a little different here. We have a lot of people that seem to have a hard time getting to announcements. I'm going to show you here how to get to them. This is the Widower Dating United States group, the homepage. If you don't know how to get to this, by the way, go to your normal Facebook search and type in Widower Dating USA. This will work with any other group, any other WWD group. This will work for. In fact, for the cities, you can just type WWD instead of Widower Dating and then the name of the city. If it exists, it'll pop right up in a Facebook search. And that takes you to here. You click on, and this is where we started. Okay, announcements. Well, for starters, your normal default place that you are in a group is discussion. This is where you and everybody else makes posts. I think everybody's got that covered. As far as announcements, not only do I have this big, giant, gaudy, very important read all announcements or you may be removed, blah, blah, blah thing here uh, with a link to announcements and an explanation of how announcements works, but you also can go to Facebook's announcements. Now you're no longer in discussion, you are now in announcements. All you have to do is scroll down and read them. The pin post, that's the post here that never moves from the top, is always going to be the pin post, whether you're in discussion or in announcements. So once you click announcements, you can see it's highlighted there. You still have to scroll down. Uh, Tips for the ladies and gents regarding dating here. The reason I specifically say ladies, by the way, is because you ladies are outnumbered 10 to 1 in the widowed community, and I'm just trying to help you. It's not a sexist thing or anything. Uh, that explains everything you need to know about how to date here. And if you don't do this, by the way, you have a pretty slim chance of ever meeting anybody here. I'm just being straight with you. Uh, it explains here that I tell you in the comments how to check message requests. If you don't know how to check message requests, you're never going to be able to receive a message from anybody other than somebody that's on your friends list. So joining this group would really make no sense, if you were only going to date people on your friends list. Uh, you see there where I clicked, see the three announcements. This is all just very standard Facebook things. But I know a lot of us are a little tech challenged and we don't understand every little thing about how Facebook works. And that's why, rather than to just direct you to Facebook help, which quite frankly I haven't found to be much help at all, uh, I tried to explain things to you myself here. Just like any other post on Facebook, there's, unless it's a meme is a picture or a video, there's going to be a little see more link that you have to click if it's a text post to see the entire post. That explains how to check message requests on a computer. This is for phones. This tells you how to block scammers if you don't know how. And this lets you know that, and I do mean the very conservative side. It may be in the hundreds of thousands by now. I have no way to know any more than Marcus from Plenty of Fish knows. How many people that don't even choose to tell me before they leave. So just because you don't see it posted here, you're not going to see it posted on any other dating website either. But I guarantee you, we've had at least 300,000 couples over the last 13 years, and it's probably more like 300,000 couples at this point. We've doubled since I made this announcement in size. If you read this, it'll tell you a lot more than people that keep educating the scammers rather than the members. This is the best one I could find anywhere. It includes uh, FBI Cybercrimes Division's complaint form. Uh, it also tells you here, view the first comment after the post. That would be, you see, there's one comment. here, if it'll let me highlight it, and apparently it's not going to. Oh, that's because it's already there. Anyway, if it wasn't, you could click that, and there's your comment. And as you can see more. You've always got to click that see more. Okay, here's to find your state. If your state if all states were not already created and had been for years, you could list your state to be created, but all states have been created for a long time. This is what everybody misses for some strange reason. See more. They say, well, I see Alaska and Alabama. Well, that's all you're going to see until you click see more. Then you'll see all the other states in the United States. Once you join your state group, you can then look to see if there are city groups within a 100-mile radius of you. You can join any group within a 100-mile radius. If you're interested in other parts of this 13-plus-year-old website, we are not just a Facebook group, as many people think, because they've never read the announcements. Click here. We have live chats. We have a website and blog. And in fact, I posted a new blog today. We have a Google group, which replaced the Facebook group, because Facebook groups are shutting down forever in December. We have a non-dating global grief support group here on Facebook called Rising from the Ashes. And then over on MeWe, this is where our chat groups are. And yes, you do, just like anything else I got a little place here I need to correct. Just like anything else online, you can't just go to Gmail and you already have an account. You have to create an account. You had to create an account when you came to Facebook. That's life. That's just the way the internet works. Okay, I'm going to put a little space in there right quick. Didn't mean to take all this extra time here, but all right. I want to run everybody through announcements, make sure everybody knows how to get to announcements, and hopefully this will help a lot of you out. Okay. Contact a moderator if you have an issue with somebody on here that you feel like they're an online predator. Do not discuss online predators, because if you do, as I state here, if you're wrong, that's going to be embarrassing for you and the other person. And even if you're not wrong, these guys don't make good pets. What we want to do is get rid of them, do a scam alert afterwards, warning all other members so nobody gets taken. Anything that you just post out there, as you see here, I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm just telling you, I've done this for over 13 years. I'm a developer. I specialize in web development and security, and I am on site for 84 hours a week. I spend a minimum of 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no days off. We have had one person, which is still one person too many. And I hate that happened to the lady, but to put it bluntly, some people are going to get scammed if it's in their email or if it's just anywhere. They've got that mentality. I wish they would read the post above this one, and they would know how to protect themselves against scammers if they clicked on here and read this, how to spot an online dating scammer. Honestly, I hate to put this out here because the scammers are usually way too stupid to actually come over here and read announcements. They barely know how to use Facebook, and they primarily learn from people who post about scammers. They say, well, I know it was a scammer because they did this. I know it was a scammer because they said this. And all you're doing when you do that, folks, is creating Scammer 2.0, a better scammer that is more likely to clean some poor fellow widow or widower's bank account out. That's why we don't allow it. A lot of people don't understand that. That is the reason in a nutshell. I can't control what happens off of widower dating, but we certainly can here, and that's the reason we don't do it. Tells you here how to contact a moderator or an admin. You contact a moderator. If there's not a moderator in your group, you can contact an admin, and all you have to do is type the word in any post or comment. Type in moderator, and that will notify every moderator and admin that Widower Dating has. Posting rules. Man, we couldn't be more simple than this. I don't know why so many people constantly insist on getting muted and stuff. Besides politics, sexually inappropriate content, and profane language, uh, that includes images too. I mean, there's a lot of groups out there where just anything goes. This is not one of them. Uh, how can I put it? If you had a 89-year-old grandmother that was a Christian or just wasn't raised that way, not everybody cusses. We have to be considerate of the other people in the group. We are not the only person here. Uh, do we deny them the right to have a place to grieve and look for somebody new because they think differently than we do? That's why we have rules, folks. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I mean, if somebody doesn't like it, all I can do is suggest that you find a group, one of those many groups where just pretty much anything goes. We are not the one. As stated in this announcement, you'll never be approved to join another group without answering the questions. Just because you join one group, we have a bunch of moderators and admins. The chances of the same moderator or admin approving you in the new group are slim to none. We also, at last count, well over a year ago, I think we probably, maybe it may have doubled by now, but we had 20,000 plus members over a year ago. Lieutenant Commander Data off of Star Trek couldn't remember that many people. So to think that somebody's going to remember you is ridiculous. You do have to state where you live and all that when you join a new group, stated here. And you do have to answer the questions. This is how we keep online predators out. That is for your benefit. Religion and politics. You absolutely can post religion here. You can post about any religion here. As I say here, up to and including atheism. If you don't agree with the comment, a religious comment, just scroll past it. Do not make any derogatory remarks about anyone's religion. And refrain from all political posts. Don't even mention anybody political. This is not a political group. It has nothing to do with grief support or dating. What I do and always have recommended you do, since politics and religion are a huge part of finding somebody compatible, I do recommend that you list your basic political affiliation and your religious views, if either are important to you. Here's a link here that you can copy and paste. If you don't know how to copy and paste, I'll show you right here on a computer. You highlight it, you right click, you copy link address, and you send it to whoever you want to send it to. I think below here, yes, I did. I included how to copy and paste on any device, so that will also show you on a phone. Leaving a WWD group is permanent. This is one that a lot of people don't understand either. But if you folks had a clue how much time we spend removing old comments and posts from people who just used us basically as a revolving door, nobody here has ever made a penny off of Widower Dating in about 13 and a half years. It's been around now since I created it at the request of WidowNet members. So we're sort of an unofficial spinoff of WidowNet. Anyway, this is the reason that we don't allow members to come back. If you choose to leave, we block you, so we don't have to remove your comments and stuff over and over and over and over and just spend hours on end doing that when we could be doing more constructive things to make a better website for you and create groups and all that kind of good thing. If you do need some time off, all you have to do is mute the group, as stated right here. Then it'll be just like you're not a member until you decide to come back and unmute the group. I'm still getting used to the new Facebook interface here, the new format. So let me see if I can see where you mute. Well, crap. I should have looked that over before I did this post. probably going to be in settings. I'm going to go to settings over here. No. Well, if anybody has any question about that, you can ask underneath this, and I will get back with you once I figure it out. Facebook has kind of got things a mess right now. We're all figuring it out ourselves. Back to the USA, back to announcements. Oh, by the way, you can also get to announcements as stated here by clicking that link. And I repost this link every single day. So even people that never come to the homepage, this passes by on your timeline. So, yep. And let's see what else we got here. Any announcements that I haven't covered? Oh, we're talking about posting rules. Politics, sexually inappropriate content, and profane language, publicly discussing scammers and spam. That's it. I mean, you couldn't have less or more simple, more reasonable rules than what we have here. Yet somehow, we realize we're dealing with widowed people in various stages of grief. Some people are still in the fog and whatever. And we try to take a kinder, gentler approach than the average Facebook group does. 99.9% of the groups I've ever been in, and I'm in probably 200 or 300 groups, they just boot you out. No questions asked. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. You're out of here. They don't give you all the chances we do. We not only let your very first post slide, we remove the post and tell you can put that back without whatever rule you broke. And we don't even count that against you. Then the first offense is a 3-day mute. 3 stinking days. That's nothing. The second offense is a 7-day mute. And then finally, if we have a third offense, we do have to block and remove you. But I even went beyond that, folks. I made it so that if you can stay 30 days without getting in trouble again, you get bumped back a notch in the 3 strikes you're out thing. So you have unlimited potential for staying here if you like the group. If you don't, well, quite bluntly, just leave now. I don't mean that to be ugly. I'm just saying, if you don't like it here, why stay? We've covered that one. Religion and politics. Most of these here, you glance at them and you're done with them. It's not like any of them are a big, long read, but this one is if you want to help the group grow, share this link. This one goes to the global group. That's for anybody, anywhere in the world. We do have a grandfather clause. Not many people choose to use it. Most people don't even let us know if they're a success story. I get about 10 people that tell me for everyone that actually posts it on the timeline, but there's just no telling how many that don't even tell me. They don't have to. But anyway, we do have a grandfather clause. You have to be a single widow or widower to join, but you don't have to leave. We're not going to boot you out once you make friends here and all that. You just can't pretend you're widowed, can't pretend you're still single and date or anything like that. And that covers it. That is every announcement. And I got a phone call coming in, so I'm going to cut this off and get it uploaded to YouTube so I can get it posted. Hopefully it'll help out. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great day.